Hey, yep, it's TeddyByNature and I'm back again with another video. But this video, if you can see like the little light that's in the background back there, I'm finna show y'all my old like streaming setup, game setup, reaction setup, all of that, and I'm kind of explaining a little bit kind of why I ended up stopped doing reactions and kind of why I stopped a lot of stuff. But I'm finna show y'all this setup. Yeah, so stay tuned. Like the old setup versus what I'm finna do with the new setup, and then probably even show like a little bit of me putting together my new computer, because that's what I'm gonna try to do today. I'm gonna officially try to put it together, literally have all the components except for like I may be missing like the display port cables that I'm gonna be using for like the new monitor with the old monitor, and I'm gonna explain everything. I'm gonna explain it, but yeah, just come take a look at my old setup. Alright, so that's my old gaming chair, but this right here was my old setup. Yes, I do have a bag of chips right there that definitely explains what my whole setup was all about. But yeah, so the main issue that I really had with this old setup wasn't that, because that's my that was my good monitor. Like that was the monitor I used for like when I was streaming. That's my green screen that you see in the background. You got the Elgato key, which was fantastic. You have my gaming chair, which was fantastic. But the downfalls to a lot of it was really this thing. Like, this thing was fantastic in the sense, like it helped me get me started, it helped me get me going and all that. But it was also like an i7 with i7 8 gigs of RAM, no graphics card, none of that. So it was like literally, if I tried to do anything, it looked like garbage. This thing was garbage. Supposed to be like a Wi-Fi extender, barely worked. This, I actually had no problem with this though. This was like my boom with the mic. The mic was actually fantastic. I had no problem with it. But as you can tell, you got this monitor. Like I said, that was my good monitor. This literally was a monitor that, like, I got when I got this. Like, I got both of them together. And I got it back in like 2013-ish, I want to say. Yeah, I got it back in 2013. So this monitor was literally just basically like a text monitor. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. But it's basically a text monitor. Like it's all you can really do for is read text. That was like a discounted thing that I got. Yes, I know I could have upgraded the graphics card. You know, yes, I know I could have upgraded the graphics card. Definitely know that. Yes, I know I could have upgraded the RAM. Know that. But at the same time, it's like, why would I do that even now for an 8-year-old device? Like, make it make sense. So, yeah. So, even when it came down to like the keyboard and then the mouse as well, like, they're just basic, bro. It was nothing fantastic about it. Like, you see, I had to do a HDMI switcher because the actual PC, like I said, had no graphics card. So it's like I couldn't do 2 HDMIs and 2 display ports or whatever. So I had to kind of like switch that out. The key, the air key air, whatever the thing called, fantastic. Like, that was fantastic. This was actually sleek garbage, not gonna lie. It did its purpose, but at the same time, it was like, it wasn't giving me the clarification that I wanted. Granted, I could have used the camera that I'm definitely holding in my hand, but yeah, I didn't want to. I felt like it was gonna burn it out, and it was like, this is my only major camera, so I was like, I didn't want to do that. So then I did a couple of videos or streams, I think, don't know, probably didn't, where I actually used this. Like, I literally searched and spent guap on that, and it's still not even the one I wanted, but I still got it. But I purchased it to do modded GTA, like with an actual steering wheel, which is something that I still want to do. Like, that's why I'm building the PC I'm building now. Cause when I streamed GTA, that's what made me mad. I ain't gonna lie, I think that's what, I literally feel like that was the pinnacle of what made me upset with this PC. Was I modded GTA, right? Like I had a Lamb in there, I had the Urus, I had the Huracan, I had a G-Wagon, I had a whole bunch of cars. Like, but the graphics was trash. I was like, why my graphics look bad? So I went and I upgraded the graphic, like did the graphics to 1080, right? So tell me why when I did the graphics to 1080 and I tried to stream, the latency was like, you can't do this, bro. Like, you can't do this. And I was like, bro, are you for real? And I like, that's when it made me realize, like, just like I didn't pay attention to my computer. I really didn't. I just got into it, started streaming, didn't pay attention to nothing that it had to do with it. Like, I really just, when I started streaming, it said, you know how it's like you meet the requirements? It said I meet the requirements to stream. That's literally all I cared about. Then it's like, for the streaming I wanted to do, I didn't meet the requirements, bro. So, yeah. As you can see here, like, this is part of my Astro setup. I just kind of left it there. And then you see this, I spent money on this, y'all. Spent money on it, which actually I really say I did spend. I spent retail. Like, I was lucky enough to get it for somebody who was like, yeah, I dish it out for retail. So that was the lucky part about it. Cause this, I got all this stuff. Like, I got this one point where you couldn't find these, like, at all. Like, you couldn't find them at all. And I think that's like weird, cause I feel like every time I get that, like every time I get that kind of luck, it feels weird because it's like, I feel like that's a next milestone in what I'm finna do and where I'm finna go with whatever I'm doing. It's like when I luck up on stuff like that. And I'm gonna show you what I lucked up on, which is another sign of why I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing and why I'm pushing even more and why I'm trying to grind more on my channel. So, let me show y'all the, like, what I'm gonna put into the new setup. And for anybody that's asking, no, this is not a desk. This is a dining room table. But for right now, this is doing its purpose. Alright, so mind your business. Alright, y'all can see I'm getting ready to show y'all the new setup. Alright, but before I show y'all, like, when I tell y'all that this is probably gonna be one of the craziest things I've done in a minute, and I feel like I'm actually gonna utilize it, like, cause I have expensive hobbies. Let me just say that to begin with. But as far as this, I feel like this is gonna be something that's gonna be able to take me to kind of where I want to go and what I want to do, and even more of what I'm trying to do. And when I'm gonna show you everything I got and why I got it. But I'm excited, bro. Like, I genuinely am excited. So let me show you. Thumbnail, I guess. Alright, so let me show you. We're gonna start off, I don't know where really to start, but I guess we'll start back here. Alright, let me get out the way. So that right there is, as you can see, the Z90 Hero. That bad boy, yes, I had to get it. Like, part of me don't know why. Really didn't read that much on it either. But I was like, it's the most expensive one that, you know, that's around right now. So why not? Like, I literally bought it. Listen, mind your business. I told you I have expensive hobbies. Alright, so I bought that because it's literally the most expensive one. Then I read more on it, and I was like, alright, I made a good choice. Alright, so that's why that. And then, as you can see, it has all the information on it. I'm trying not to get into light, but it has all the information on it. DDR5, LGA1700, all of that. Alright, the only thing that I really don't have is the PCIe 5. I have a 4. Yeah, I have a 4. I want to say a 4. I gotta double check it. But yeah, so that's the only thing about that. The next thing we have here is this i9 12th gen. Yes, we do have the big boy. Yeah, we definitely have the big boy. When it comes down to the Intel, if you didn't know, yes, it's legitimately the big boy. This right here is literally the eye candy of it all. This probably, if not the most difficult thing to get, is definitely the next most difficult thing I wanted to get. I'll tell you why, the main one that I wanted to get. But this right here, DDR5, I was able to purchase at retail. I didn't have to go through eBay, I didn't have to go through nobody trying to resell it, none of that. I was able to actually get that retail. That would have been like the hardest thing to get for me. Not gonna lie, graphics card was really fairly easy. I'll tell you about the trick on it when I get to it. Windows 10 Pro. I always gotta have Pro. Ever since I first started using Pro and I went to home, it wasn't the same. Because I got used to the functionality that Pro offered me. So basically I had to get Pro. And yes, it is Windows 11 upgradable for free. So yeah. So go back to this. This is gonna be I always fell in love with WD, Western Digital. I fell in love with them when I first ever started working my electronic job back in 2013, and yeah, it was a company everybody went for. PNY was the most hated. This was the most beloved next to SanDisk. So yeah, this one is actually for my PS5. So that PS5 is gonna get upgraded. Was gonna think about doing something with my Xbox X, but it's still brand new in the box. So yeah, so this is like that, and we go down to here. All right, so this is this is my graphics card. It's not. I'm not sure I understand. When nobody's talking to me. All right. Yes, this is my graphics card. It is a 3060. I did try to get the 3090 several times. Very unsuccessful several times. Yeah, but that one is perfectly okay with me for right now. So I can get the money to where I can buy it out of retail. This was something I was able to get retail with a bundle pack that I'm not going to use what came with it, because it came with like another mouse, came with a keyboard, and it came with the power supply. I'm not going to use those three things with this setup. So yeah, so this is like literally like the most random thing that has got thrown into this. Like, this was not a thought out product for this at all. So yeah, but this right here, let me put it into the light because I'm actually on the floor now. All right, so this right here, if you know anything about that brand right there, then you know why I went on and got this 80 plus titanium, and it's 1,000 watts. So yeah, if you know anything about 600, and it's no question of no doubt of why I got this. Like, it's not doubt in your mind of why I got it. If you know anything pretty much about when it comes down to like power supplies, there's another reason. If you can take a look at that, you'll see why I got that. It's really just more for the power protection, because I'm finna definitely protect basically my investment. I do have one of these already. I have the baby brother to this one too. So I have another one of these, and I have a baby brother that I've been using literally. The one like this I've been using for over 7 years now. Not one issue, not one problem. Definitely had surges in my house. Definitely had moments where the power went out, and nothing has happened to none of my products. And I have a 65-inch 4K TV. That's on it with my PlayStation 5 connected to it right now. My PS4 still connected to it. I use it to charge my phone, my iPad, like all of that stuff is literally connected to it. And I even had my subwoofer at one point connected to the version that's like this, that's in my room, and nothing has happened to neither of those things. And why wouldn't I want to do that for another investment that costs damn near the same amounts? Like, why not? We go to the case. If you know about that case, you know about that case. I feel like either I've been lifting weights lately, or that box is maybe a little bit exaggerative, but I can definitely lift it by myself easily, no problem. But I had to get that case. I wanted to turn this into like a light show. Like, I wanted one of those fancy cases where everything lights up. So yeah, so I had to get that. It automatically came with 3 fans and all of that. So it's like, why not? And yet again, it was the most expensive case that was there. So yeah. That's like what I'm gonna use to put everything together. So it ain't that much to it, but you know, like, that's literally just all I'm gonna do with it. It's just put stuff with it. So yeah. Then you come down here. So I got this before I really read up much on the 12th gen CPUs. I wanted something that I knew was top of the line. From what I saw, I really didn't care for like the wording, like how that would change, like the actual graphic in it would change. But I ended up getting this. Just, you know, it's the CPU cooler, so Duh. I had to get it. And then like I said, colors, light show. Like boom. We gonna turn this up. And then I got this. And this is gonna be my outtake fan. It's not my intake fan. This is my outtake fan. So I got this because I wanted to use it for it got very good like ratings as far as saying like the power. Hey, look at my foot. But it got good rating as far as like saying about the power and stuff like that. So I was like, why not? Like, why not get that? So yeah. But then we go here. Alright, so this part right here is for my streaming stuff. So as you can obviously tell, I have a problem with, you know, go big or go home. So it was basically like either, hey, get the little brother or you get me. And I was like, shit, fuck it, get you. So I got that. I got the face cam. Reason why I went with this one, I did actually do a little bit of research before, but after I bought it. I do research after I buy stuff, if you can't tell at this point. Depending on how much it is. Like, I did a little bit of research on that. Didn't care about the research on that bad boy. Didn't care at all. I just knew that was how I was getting. But yeah, so it came down to this though. Reason why I bought it anyway is because it said it had a Sony sensor. Like, the camera I'm using right now to film this is Sony. So you tell me you got a Sony sensor, baby, you got me. Like, you got me. You don't. I don't want to hear nothing else. You Sony, I want you. You feel me? But yeah, so I went on and bought that. But then I did more research on it, and people was like, yeah, it was better. Because I was gonna get a 4K camera, and then like folks was like, nah, it's better. One day I may get like an actual Sony like 4K camera, not this one, not this one, but I may actually get like a Sony camera. They'll probably actually be more expensive than this one. So yeah. You got this bad boy right here. So like I said, streaming. I do play PlayStation. I'm a console, but even though I'm trying to go into a PC, like, I ain't gonna lie, Warzone may be on PC. But yeah, so for right now, though, because 2K gonna always be on console. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's gonna be facts. You know, facts. It's gonna always be on there. But this bad boy right here is gonna definitely be my. Yeah, it is what it is. You feel me? So I went on and got that. So I upgraded not only my camera, put it back in the view. So not only did I upgrade my camera to get a better camera, upgraded my capture card. So yeah. All right. So got everything except for this. All right. So, no, this isn't the same monitor that I have already. That is my baby. But this is gonna be my new main monitor, if that makes sense. Like, so if I do PC gaming, this is what this is gonna be off of. I'm still gonna use my old one for a PC console because it's the old one. So why not just keep using the old one? So I'm gonna use this one for my new one. If you know a little bit about the specs, it's awesome. I said why not. And then it's 27-inch, same as the other one. It's 165 hertz, but it can get up to 240 with the NVIDIA compatibility that it has. But yeah, just a little facts about it, little facts. And then this right here, we'll go down to this. So this is part of what makes it more of a light show as well, is that now I have computer speakers. If you know, if you're an OG of my reactions, then you know I didn't have a graphics. I mean, I did have like speakers, and then I did so much weird stuff, but I didn't have speakers. All right, so I'll have to use like headphones, and I ran into an issue with that with my PC too. So I'll talk about that. But that's my speaker. I got speakers now, and they light up as well. So, and it's a subwoofer. So I can hear the bass and then go boom, 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 boom. But this right here, I'll tell you about everything I was lucky with. I'm gonna tell you the story about why I was lucky with it. But you know, keyboard, gotta have a clicky. You know, finally get the clicky, yeah. Finally get the clicky. Yeah, finally get clicky. And then I wasn't going to get a wireless mouse. Let me rephrase. I wasn't. I didn't want it. I didn't find the purpose. It didn't seem so efficient to me if I'm gonna do gaming. Like, I thought the hardwire was always better than wireless anyway. Alright? But then I saw this. And I said, fuck that. Wireless charging. QI. Right here. Boom. And then it also comes with another like USB port as well. So I was like, I can use that. I can use that to connect that. That still free up a whole nother port on my PC, which I'm more than likely need it for that. Why not? So I got that. Like, bro, come on. Like, but this is what I'm saying. Like, it's gonna be a light show. Lights. All right. So the things I've got lucky on. This was reason why I say I got lucky on this. It's because it literally just came into my job, and when it came into my job, I was like, I gotta buy it. But then I didn't buy it. All right. I didn't buy it. I was stupid. I didn't buy it. All right. Then it came into my job again. So I feel like with my job is a pattern. If they see that somebody is actually buying something in a timely manner, they'll send it back, and they'll send it back quite quickly. All right. So somebody ended up buying it, and they bought it fast. All right. But I messed up. But they ended up sending two. One of them had a damaged box, and granted, this wasn't damaged. Like, the actual thing was damaged, but the box was. And I was like, I don't like that. But that one wasn't. Like, they pulled out another one out the box, and I was like, oh, we got another one. I said, that's mine. That's mine. Alright, bet. This right here, I'll talk about this one. The actual speaker. If you go online right now, it's probably still sold out. When I bought this, it was a late night, literally late night. I was like, man, I need one of these. Went on there, it wasn't there. I was like, man, this is bull. Like, sold out. One of them sold out. Then I just like kept going back and forth. Like, it was like one of those things where, let's see if this glitches. You feel me? Let's see if this glitches. And it glitched, I guess. I don't know. But I was able to buy it. I was skeptical. I'm not gonna lie. I was skeptical for a minute because I was able to buy it, but at the same time, it was still in like waiting to be shipped type deal. You know what I'm saying? So like, it was still there, but it was like, I guess somebody couldn't find it to ship it, and it was just still there. And then finally it just kept coming back and back, like looped itself. And then they finally sent it to me, and it was like, yes, and it's brand new in box. Like, I heard issues where folks were saying they were getting it like where they was buying it new and it was getting it used. I was like, that's a problem. That's depressing. But yeah, but this right here. Well, I'll come back to that. I'm gonna come back to that. This right here was just literally, if you follow folks on Twitter. Oh, shit. Alright. If you follow people on Twitter. Oh, wrong side. If you follow people on Twitter, you'll get, like, they'll help you get a graphics card. Plain and simple. Follow people on Twitter. Like, that's literally how I did it. Went through the search, I put in GPU restock, I put in PlayStation 5 restock. I literally have bought. I bought my Xbox like that, and I bought a PS5 like that, and not even my PS5, because I bought two PS5s like that actually. But yeah, that's how you can get your graphics card if you're having trouble still getting one. Because people come to my job every day. Y'all got a graphics card? No, we don't. I apologize. We don't. But this right here. This right here is like a flex of my own in a weird way, because if it wasn't for this, I couldn't use that little thing. Because you know why? That right there. Let me zoom in. That right there, the DDR5 would be the reason why I couldn't use any of this. It would literally stop this whole shebang. Having a graphics card would have been nothing. I could still use it. But if I didn't have this, I couldn't use Not a thing that's over here. Not on one bit. So having this allows me to be able to use everything because of this. But yeah, so we go online right now. I think this is still $350, but another version they took it up to like $360, and there's another version that's like $430 or something like that. Cause I'm still looking to buy another one. I don't know why. Just leave me alone. But this right here, if you were to go on eBay and you was to try to buy this, they were selling it like $1,300, $1,500 for this. And it happened to come by my job. And I just happened to literally be at that moment where this had came through. And nobody else needs this at my job. Nobody else. I'm literally the only person that has a crazy mindset to buy something, needs something that you can't easily buy. And I grabbed it and I bought. That night, I literally, when I got that, cause like I said, if I can't do nothing with this if I didn't have that. That night was over with. I bought this, I bought that, I bought that, I bought that. I've been bought that. Yeah, I didn't care. I bought that. I bought that, I bought that, I bought that. This was coming. I had to wing that regardless. I bought that, I bought that. This I bought later on because I actually went and bought. What did I buy? I bought a headset. I'm gonna explain my logic. I bought a heavy headset. Logic. It was a Pro X. Yeah, I bought a Logic Pro X headset, and I bought it because I'm thinking like, you know, I'm just gonna use that headset for like when I game on here. Then I was like, I have a whole Astro A40 that I can literally unplug and plug. Why am I finna spend more money on a headset when I could just use it? So yeah, so I said forget that, and I went on and invested in something I wanted. But I'm gonna start putting this together. Just let me know if y'all want to see the final build of this, to where it's gonna go from what I showed you over there to how this looks. I don't know if I'm gonna do a video of me actually putting it together because I know what I'm doing. Like, I know what I'm doing, but I like to watch videos and I like to take breaks, and I don't want to show that process because that's gonna be even longer. But, and I might not even do it right now. But yeah, I'm gonna edit this video because I bought, like I said, I'm trying to, this is gonna upgrade everything. Like, this is gonna upgrade everything, change everything from there, because it was horrible, like, editing on there. It was horrible. Like, it got to a point where I was editing stuff and it was just acting crazy. I bought this to be able to even edit this video on here until I can finally get that together and whatnot. But yeah, so we're gonna get this together. Let me know what y'all think about the build and all that. Like, tell me like what y'all thoughts, what's y'all thought process behind like whatever build you did. But my build, I'm going to be using it for Warzone. I'm going to be using it for GTA modded, editing videos, doing my reactions again. Yeah, let me know how y'all feel about everything. I'm excited to start on my new build. I'm excited to get started back with my channel. Oh, and my channel is monetized. Yes, so you know I'm finna grind. Like, come on. Like, think I'm not finna grind and I'm monetized now? Make it make sense. But yeah, so let me know what y'all think. I'm happy, bro. Like, I'm genuinely happy. Like, I just hope y'all understand. Like, I'm glad to be back on here. I'm glad. Mwah. But nah, for real, I'm glad to be back on here. Yeah, so let me get started. But yeah, so